Hello, my name's Joanna and we are here at the Capital FM Jingle Bell Ball 2013. We have got Ellie Goulding playing in the background, we've had Tiny Temper on the carpet, Disclosure, DJ Fresh. It's literally been a celeb-filled party down here at the O2 in London. Can you tell us what you'll be doing in India?
I'm doing a festival and my manager hasn't told me what it's called yet. So, and if you're watching this, big up, mate.
Have you got any party tricks?
Party tricks, I do have a couple.
Can you show any?
What should I show? I got a couple.
The most impressive. Get ready for this.
Alright, get ready. This is my live water tune. Damn. There you go.
Oh my god, that's actually quite impressive. One of the biggest hits you did was with Rita Ora. Do you still see a lot of her?
I see her occasionally, yeah. I mean, we're obviously both quite busy, but we bump into each other occasionally, and it's always really nice to see her. And she's been doing so well, and that's great, because for me, I just remember when I first met her, and she was, even though she's always had this amazing atmosphere and stuff, she was kind of like, she hadn't really come out of her shell at that point, you know what I mean? Yeah. So whenever I see her, we kind of look at each other, and it's like, we both know, do you know what I mean? It's a really cool thing to have been a part of.
Okay, so I've got this light.
I've got to go. Katy Perry's waiting for us. We can't hear about the light.
Anyway, I'll just get some sleep and just two alarms.
Well, I've got this light.
2 alarms. Joanna.
Oh, you look beautiful. You're talking like unison.
One question, Joanna.
Oh, okay. Very quickly. Yeah, the pressure. So, what are your New Year's resolutions? Not new ones, more personal ones to you personally.
To not have one because I never keep it. Good.
No, does anyone actually keep their resolutions?
I definitely don't.
Last year I said I'd ring my mum every day and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
You actually do it to mum every day.
I need to make that resolution.
I said doing it crisps one year and I still have 9 packets a day, so it's not happening.
So, you just performed in front of thousands of people. How does it feel?
I'm still nervous. When I was on stage, I wasn't nervous before. I was nervous as I walked on, and then my hands started shaking. And then in the middle of the first song, my feet went numb.
Really?
So yeah, I was a little bit nervous. No, I just kind of stepping really hard to get some feeling back in them, but no, it was really, really fun.
I said I was never going to show my face, so exactly, I just get my hair done. Yeah, no, it's, but to be honest, the only reason is that's because I've got genuine fans who want to interact with you, want to know who you are, and you don't, because I'm not drawing paintings, I'm making music that's on the radio, so I think it's important to actually interact. I still don't do much, I'm not doing many interviews today and stuff. I'm not trying to be that guy, but at the same time I want to do enough.
You're going on tour with Union J. They are massive Pokemon fans. Are you?
You know what? I was, and I have a most intense card collection, but I haven't really kept up to date with it in the last few years.
So basically, they're a bit old school.
Yeah, but maybe I'm just retro.
Have your friends and family, have they changed towards you? Have you turned into a bit of a mini diva?
No. I like to stay grounded, and I have a great team of people around me that make sure I don't put my foot out of place, and I don't want to either. I'm in it for the music, really. So.
Really? You also support quite a lot of up-and-comings, like Little Nicky, Fleur. So is there anyone at the moment you'd like to let us know is the next big thing, if you like, in terms of singer?
Definitely Little Nicky. I've done a track with her. I think she's got tons of potential. You never really know in this game. It's like there's so many amazing artists out there, and there's a lot of luck involved. So you never know what's going to happen. But I definitely think that Little Nicky's got the potential to be something massive. Yeah.
What role did you have in your school's nativity play? I was a tree. My first role was a tree, but they were so impressed that they gave me this landing role of Scrooge, Ebenezer. If you still remember the song.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, honestly. I always try hard to impress ladies from growing up at such a young age. So the fact that you said that makes me really happy, because at school I was a bit of a geek.
So have you been hanging out with them much recently?
Yeah, for sure. We've gone out a few times, and they're really cool guys.
What's the crazy thing you've done together? Boy band, solo artist, something must have gone down. We want controversy, no diplomatic answers.
The most crazy thing that has happened was eating some Chinese food and ice cream together. But actually, this is really funny, and Josh, if you see this might be awkward. But before I actually knew the boys, I think we were out one night, and I did actually spill a couple drinks on Josh.
Where did you spill them? Because this story could get more...
Shoes and his trousers.
Oh, that's good. So down his front, so he almost looked like he'd had an accident.
Oh yeah, that was really awkward. We didn't really know each other at the time, but I think he probably does remember it.
As a new dad, any tips on changing nappies?
Do you know what? I'm an expert at it. I never thought I would. I'm pretty good. I thought I wouldn't be as hands-on as I am, but I am. It's cool.
So you're like the hit master. You just keep making loads of hits. What's been your highlight of 2013, seeing as the end of the year is?
Well, I thought it was Love Me Again, and that going to radio for a start, and then things kind of just grew and grew, and being, I don't know, writing an album and working that hard on that, and then it going to #1, and that's crazy for me, like really crazy. It's cool.
Is that the biggest crowd you've done, would you say?
Well, I performed here like 2 years ago when I was in a girl group, but as a solo artist, this is the biggest show I've ever done, ever.
And is there anybody else that you would love to work with that you haven't had the chance to just?
Yeah, loads of people, but I'm doing more kind of electro house stuff at the moment. So I'm working with a lot more underground, but people in that sort of world. I don't really see myself as being a pop artist, and I like keeping my feet, on the ground and rooted in the world that I'm in. So I'm kind of having a little moment to focus on that. I've got this Ellie Goulding single coming next year, and the new single with Miss Dynamite's coming in February, Dibby Dibby Sound. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be cool.
What is this like this week?
So it's this lovely light, and it basically replicates sunrise. So you can set it so that it just slowly lightens the room. So in this time of the year when it's really pitch black, it's been such a sarcastic it slowly lightens the room, so then when your alarm goes off, subconsciously you're already awake. Anyway, that's why it's on.
Do you have anything before you went on, like any ritual to get yourself prepared, calm the nerves?
I always pray. I have the exact same prayer. Then I go, in your name we pray, Lord. And then we all go, amen.
Oh, good. And it worked because you got the feeling back in your feet.
Yeah, they're back now, so it's all good.
And we love the name. Where did it come from?
Do you know what? Because my girlfriend's American, they come up with these extravagant names.
Prince J. Alexander the first.
Prince J. Alexander, and I just put the first on the end, so...
PJ's cute, though, isn't it?
Okay, we seem really calm for someone that plays such loud music.
That's why, I get it out of my system.
What's the wildest thing you've ever done?
How long have you got?
We've got plenty of time.
I once partied so hard in Miami that I missed my plane and I ended up stuck at Miami airport for 48 hours after the Winter Music Conference because there was no flights available. And because it was the weekend, my bank had my bank accounts were all messed up. I couldn't get hold of anyone to transfer any money, and I had about $2. So I brought a Burger King cup, a refillable Burger King cup, and basically lived off refills for 2 days. And at one point, one of the janitors came and asked me if I wanted somewhere to stay.
3 words describe the person next to you. What would you say? Hilarious, beautiful, and sexy. Oh my god! Okay. Sexy as well, caring, and also hilarious. Beautiful, cute, and lovely. Yes. Lovely, gorgeous, and talented.
Okay, so obviously you did loads of tracks for Rudimental. What about next year? Who would you love to work with next year, if you could?
You know what? It was kind of all this year, and I was contradicting myself, saying no, I don't want to do any collaborations because I wanted people to buy into me as an artist, and if my album did go to #1, for me to be able to sit there and go, I'm so proud I've done this by myself, and not turn around and go, is it because there's a big name on it? Whereas now the album's doing all right, and I don't know. Let's have a play around maybe. So. Don't know, the big one's Adele, innit? But
well, I think we both agree that we're big Rudimental fans. Yeah. It's great, and British breakthroughs as well is what we're talking about. Your Disclosure, the two boys.
Naughty Boy as well, it's just really exciting on Capital to have such new music and really cool music as well.
It was brilliant. Jessie we got to a lot of fun. Yeah, we did. What happens on tour stays on tour. However, it was an amazing time. We played with Jessie for a good couple of months all over the country, and she was great. We partied hard, we played hard, we rocked out every night. on stage, and it was brilliant.
Still owe her band and Nando's because we lost a table football to them.
And Adam also owes Little Mix 50 quid.
Being stranded, assumed homeless, was that worth it all at the end?
Worth it, so I've got a story to tell at times like this.
The next single, we're kind of debating whether it's going to be one off the current album or whether it's going to be coming from the second album.
You've had a fantastic career so far. Oh, you're very modest, look. But you toured with Justin Bieber, Rita Ora. What was that like? We want the controversial truth about what that's like.
If I'm honest, there's not really anything bad I can say. Like, they were both so lovely. Like, Rita was eating my food. And if I was eating my food, I'd wait till after to talk to someone. But she was like, come in. So I walked in, she was eating her Nando's. Yeah, it was great. I love Nando's. And then
I thought you were going to say, oh, it's great, I love Rita. I'm all about the chicken.
I wish I was. I'm vegan now. But yeah, if I could have some Nando's right now, I would.
So that's a recent thing, going vegan?
Yeah, actually, I started yesterday.
Oh, gosh. Is that like the same thing that Jay-Z's doing?
Yeah, well, my friend did it. And then she was like, oh my God, Beyonce's doing it too. And I was like, that's it. Tomorrow, I am vegan.
I'm trying to be focused and I'm drinking water. I just got back from America actually. I did a tour over there with Sam. So I was with him when he actually found out about the Critics' Choice Award. And we're just putting our La 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 in America now. But the touring thing, like the whole year, you understand everything's happened at the same time. Like, so I had to like soak it all in. And but it's definitely the more I interact with fans on stage, the more they know your music, it actually becomes easier and it becomes the best part of this whole experience. Because that's what you're trying to do. Again, you want them to listen to your music.
What do you hope to happen into 2014, since this year's been so amazing?
Well, we've got our single Wild Heart, which we just put the video up of, which is out on the 20th of January, which we're excited to release, and then an album in April, and then some more singles and our own tour. So it's a big year, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. What song has meant the most to you? Probably so far it has to be Carry It. You know, we never in a million years thought we'd be releasing a single.
Yeah.
And, you know, just hearing that on the radio for the first time was amazing. So
For me, it's Beautiful Life because we had it from the very beginning of our career. When I met the boys, before we even were on, before we even went to Vegas and judges' houses, we would play Beautiful Life.
How about with Bieber? What was that like?
He was so cool, and he had a laugh, and he literally had his mum around, and he's just such a inspirational guy. He's so young and he's so talented, but he was just really, really nice and supportive.
Basically, it's going to be working on album 2. Like, we're really excited. We've got probably like 20 songs probably already ready to go, but we like to do like 50 or 60 songs written before we go in the studio and choose which 12, 14, whatever make the album. So we're kind of a third of the way there.
Top quality, haven't they?
Exactly, but we're going to be recording probably like February, March time. And then, hopefully towards the end of the year, middle of the year, you should hear some new Lawson stuff.
Okay, well, as I said, you've done the big tours, you've now just performed in front of thousands, and you're also the face of Boohoo. So you shouldn't be so modest, young lady. Do you get lots of freebies?
I actually, I have I scrolled through Boohoo's website, found some tops I didn't have, but I did have most. So
And your friends come round and basically steal loads?
They actually asked me for free delivery. I'm like, I don't think I can get you free delivery, but I can get you free clothes.
That's odd that they want the delivery.
What do you look for in the ideal girl?
For me, it's all about personality. I can see him giggling.
Why is that funny, Adam? Why is that funny, mate?
No, your response was funny.
Well, to be fair, I want you to complete your question.
I love a girl that
you love a good personality.
a girl that can make you laugh, because
you're not into looks and that now.
No, obviously looks are so important, but after a couple of weeks, you need something more than looks, because looks can't keep you there. Looks can get you involved, but they can't keep you there.
At the end of the day, you want to marry your best friend, don't you?
Exactly, and Andy's my best friend.
So you have such an influence, Jingle, it's the most successful breakfast show. So do you
The world has ever known. You have to have that in the end.
Exactly.
The most successful show the world has ever known.
So do you have close relationship with the artists where we don't see that you actually work with them to really push them?
He sleeps with most of our artists.
And
and let me tell you, I know it's a lot of bad press at the moment, but James Arthur is a very, very generous lover.
He is.
Question.
No, he likes breasts, but he also likes the male body too.
Statue of me and erected in Essex. I think that I'd give it a week, it'd probably be vandalised and probably taken down. So I think if there was a statue of me in Essex, I'd be delighted, but I don't think it will last very long.
I really want to crack America, especially as a producer artist. I think it's important that hasn't been done yet there, and I want to do it on a big scale. It's so much easier when you've got a story like what you do, pieces. I think when you have a bit more than music, America's that kind of place where they just give you more, you know, because you're just like them, which is what I am.
Well, we haven't had time to plan anything yet, so we're just too busy here. Busy? Yeah. Touring. So we'll get there eventually. I love your little kicks.
She's so nice.
Naughty boy. Not a naughty man, that sounds sleazy. Yeah, I could never. That's why I'm going to be naughty boy for the rest of my life.
We never got to hear that it's ultra embarrassing.
Andy from Lawson likes to helicopter around his penis in front of girls he meets in the changing rooms.
Naked. Yeah.
You see his penis?
Yeah, I didn't see him helicopter.
No, he didn't do that.
It's quite big.
Great, good. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Working on a collaboration with Kendrick Lamar. So that's really exciting. I know other things as well, but I can't tell you because you love to talk.